patients every 15 minutes. So I'm doing my 15-minute rounds. I run into my homegirl. She said, bitch, I slapped that motherfucker 3 times because he pulled my hair in the consult room. I said, well, shit, I don't feel bad for hitting a nigga in the stomach now. How many of y'all in the military or have been in the military? All right, y'all. When I was 19, I got fired from Dunkin' Donuts because I ain't no military time. The shit said $0 hours. I thought the shit meant don't come in. My homegirl was telling me about how she was fucking this dude from the military. You know, the military, once you in the military, you in that shit for life. So these motherfuckers is fucked up in the head. No shade to nobody that's out here though. So she was fucking this dude, and when he was nutting, he was like, hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. Y'all ain't like that one. All right, y'all. Back to the married men that I was fucking. So, when I was in college, I was working at a Circle K or whatever, and I had met this dude. I didn't know he was married. He had took me to a hotel room and done something to me I ain't never had done before. The nigga was fucking me and sucking my toes at the same time, y'all. I looked down at that nigga and I said, will you marry me? I thought I was going to be in the Guinness World Records for the first woman to nut out her toes, y'all. I ain't lying. And I was fucking with this one married man. He was eating my pussy one day, and he was like, baby, you got some tissue down there. I said, you used to fucking with them pissy pussy hoes. Take that tissue off, nigga. You didn't have a nail letter before. And he was eating my pussy. He said, baby, you know I don't eat pork, right? I said, shit, nigga, you just did. It's pork pussy, nigga. Married men tend to share stories with me about how they got molested by their babysitters and they liked it. And I be feeling bad for them. So this one dude had told me that he was fucking his babysitter since he was 8. And he was proud of that shit. And I felt bad for him. So when he was fucking me, he was stuck on doing this missionary position. And I was like, you know what? He said, what? I said, you fuck just like an 8-year-old. Get the fuck off me, nigga. I spent a lot of time on dating apps, y'all. And I got rules. And one of my rules is I gotta see a picture of your dick before I pull up. If I don't see a picture of your dick, I ain't pulling up. So what the dudes do is they take a picture of the dick and they zoom in. They try to make the dick look all big and shit. This is what I call dick fishing. When I pull up to your house, the same dick in your hand ain't the same dick in my phone. And I don't like that. So one day I met this dude, y'all. You can't judge a book by its cover. I went over to fuck or whatever. I thought he looked real good and shit. When I got there, it was like a landfill and shit. The nigga had trash and shit everywhere. So when I got in there, I'm like, I saw some chicken bones on the floor. So I'm like, I know this nigga don't think he finna fuck me in the chicken bone room. And he like, nah, I got another room that's a lot cleaner or whatever. So we go to the next room. The next room is a lot cleaner. So we go to the next room, and I noticed it was a crack pipe on the floor, and a nigga had left me in there by myself. Now, white people that don't know about black people, we don't never have shit to drink, just so y'all know. So when the nigga came back in the room, he scooped the crack pipe up or whatever, and he tried to hide the shit. So I was like, you got something to drink? He was like, yeah. He left out, and he came back. He was like, I ain't got nothing to drink. I was like, you know what? I got something to drink in my car. I got in my car, and I script on that nigga, y'all. I ain't want no crack dick that night. So this one night, I had met this dude. He sent a picture of his dick. It was real big and girthy. He verified that shit. He called himself the meat monster. And he had a real big dick. So I pulled up to this apartment complex, y'all. When I got there, I kind of got like catfish. Because online, the nigga was like 30. When I got there, he was like 50. But I was like, bitch, fuck it. You here, you horny. Get out the car. So I got out the car and I was like, are you the meat monster? He was like, yeah, I'm the meat monster. So I go in the apartment, y'all, was an old ass lady sleep on the couch and shit. So I'm like, they must do some type of drugs or some shit. So I go in the next room or whatever. He had $1 on the dresser. I'm like, he been doing cocaine. He about to fuck the hell out of me. So I go in there, y'all, the meat monster is eating the hell out of my pussy. And then we start fucking. The meat monster is hurting me and I don't want him to know. So I was like, look, baby, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom and I started talking to my pussy and I was like, look, bitch, you can't let the meat monster little girl. You can't let the meat monster little girl. You now go in there, knock that dick in the dirt and go home. So I come out, y'all. I fuck the meat monster. I knock the dick in the dirt. I go home. So it's like 2 weeks later, my pussy still hurting. I'm talking to my best friend, which is a black gay dude. And I was like, bitch, I met this nigga on tag the other day. He called himself the meat monster. He had a real big dick and he was fucking the hell out of me. And my pussy still hurting. And I fucked another dude and he probably thought he was tearing that pussy up. But I was still hurting from the meat monster, y'all. Y'all ain't like that? Fuck you. Oh, okay, thank you. I like you. How many of y'all got kids? Alright, y'all. We about to change the setting of this shit right now. On the count of 3, fuck them kids. 1, 2, 3, fuck them kids. Crystal Mo is a mother, y'all, believe it or not. I used to be real impulsive before I had my daughter, right? But when you're a decent person, you have a kid, you gotta change. So I used to like fight people and do crazy shit to them or whatever. So when I had my daughter, what I would do was I would keep something that belonged to her and I keep it in my pocket. So whenever I catch myself about to go upside the motherfucking head, I reach in my pocket and be like, all right, bitch, you gotta go home to this kid. I don't regret my daughter or nothing, y'all, but I can't remember the last time I had a dick in my pussy and my mouth at the same time. Damn, I miss college. My daughter like trains, and I do too. Do y'all know the difference between kids and AIDS? It ain't shit, just a letter. When a woman takes a pregnancy test, she's like pacing back and forth and shit. When you take an AIDS test, you do the same shit. And another thing is, you're gonna die with both of them, so choose wisely. Crystal Mo is a freaky motherfucker, y'all. And I like anal. And my homegirl was telling me about how she was fucking this dude when he just rammed a dick up her ass. And I was like, bitch, when you doing anal, you got to relax. You have a dick rammed up your ass, your asshole gonna be ringing. So you got to compare this shit to a perm. And the irony of a perm is, y'all, they call this shit a relaxer, right? Some of y'all white, y'all not familiar with the permanent process, so let me run this shit back for y'all. The first step for getting a perm is you gotta wash your scalp. Let's spray your ass cheeks. The next step is you gotta grease your scalp. That's lubricating your asshole. I like it. You catch on quick. You like that shit too. I know it. You're freaky. I know a freaky bitch when I see you. Anyways, and the next step is you gotta relax, relax, relax. And that's how you take a dick up your ass. Any questions? All right. All right, white people. When I work with weird white people, I make sure I'm nice to them. Because when they come and shoot the job up, they be like, Chris, you're exempt. You can get the fuck out of here. The rest of these niggas dying tonight. Y'all ain't like that shit? I was scrolling on Facebook one day, y'all, and I saw a post and it said, I wonder what white women pussy tastes like. And I was like, baloney, question mark. And my white homegirl was like, bitch. And I was like, bitch, don't get mad with me. My pussy probably tastes like chicken. The way them niggas be eating my pussy, you'd have thought it was a fried chicken Wednesday at the HBCU. And when I nut, it's hot sauce. But it ain't bacterial vaginosis. White people, y'all say shit like pecan. We say pecan. We say caramel, y'all say caramel. We say nigga, y'all say nigger. Now I got an acronym for y'all. NAACP. Niggas ain't all color people. Welcome to the community, niggas. I was working on my material one day and I was thinking for an acronym for unemployed bitches that drive Nissans, and it's nigga, I'm selling some ass now. How many of y'all men eat pussy? Oh, none of y'all eat pussy. Y'all waving the fucking finger and shit. I was fucking with this one dude, y'all, and he had a chipped tooth and he was sucking my pussy so hard I thought that nigga was stabbing me to death. It's pussy, nigga, not steak. This one dude was blowing in my pussy like it was a glove. I started to pull out the pen and pop that motherfucker in the head. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? How many y'all men like getting head? Alright, with hands and fingers and shit again. Alright, y'all gotta do us a favor. Y'all got to shave down there. We don't want to suck y'all dick and you got a big ass Angela Davis afro down there. Now I'm down there flossing instead of sucking dick. And another thing, wash y'all motherfucking ass. We don't want to suck dick and you got musty nuts and a shitty ass. Grown ass men with children shouldn't have shit staining in drawers, y'all. I'm Crystal motherfucking Mo, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm in the mirror making business.
Give it up for Crystal.